So when you say that it would be a privilege for one of the other, yourself or someone else, to do 1,000 games, you sort of admire Arsene that he's been able to be that long at Arsenal.
I admire him and I admire Arsenal. Because it's not possible to have 1,000 match unless the club is also a fantastic club in the way they support the manager, especially in the bad moments, and especially when the bad moments were quite a lot. So I admire the manager and I admire the club.
Could you ever see yourself, Jose, staying at a club for 1,000 games, or perhaps could you ever see a club wanting you to stay for 1,000 games?
I would like, but it's very, very difficult. Was always difficult. In modern football is even more difficult. But if I accumulate my first 3.5 years with Chelsea and this one, I have a few. And let's see if I can reach not 1,000, but if I can reach, I would say 500 would be fantastic.
What's the significance of the game against Arsenal this weekend in the context of the title race, please?
No more significant than the game of the last Saturday at Birmingham. Exactly the same significance. Maybe a bit less now because of what happened in the last weekend.
Would a win for Chelsea, in your mind, end Arsenal's hopes of winning the league?
I don't think about them, I speak about us. We want to make the maximum points possible during the season, and this is our objective game after game. So if we can add 3 points to the ones we have now, that's good.
Arsene Wenger celebrates 1,000 games in charge of Arsenal, which is a remarkable achievement in managerial terms in the modern day. Do you have any tribute to pay to 1,000 games for a modern day manager?
The tribute is to say that I believe that any one of us, we would love to have the same privilege with our clubs.
Do you regret the specialist in failure comment from earlier in the season about Arsene?
You were in Mr. Wenger press conference yesterday?
No, he's doing it this morning.
This morning. So you cannot be in both places at the same time, because if you ask him at the same time you ask that question to me, if you ask him if he regrets the comments he made, I would answer you, but because it's an isolated question, I don't answer.
Our colleagues probably will ask him that, but you were emotional that day, Jose. Do you wish that maybe you hadn't said it?
Next question, please. Nothing to choose. All the big teams are there. Sometimes you have in the quarterfinal, you have an outsider, you have somebody that nobody was expecting them to be there, a team with less experience or with less potential. That's not the case. So very, very calm, because we know what is waiting for us.
Do you see it as one of the most balanced quarter-final lineups in recent years then?
Balance, but balance by the top, because all the big candidates are there, all the big teams, all the teams of the moment, but also the teams with the history. So I think we have to be really happy to be amongst all the best teams.
Is there anyone you don't want?
No. As what I was saying, is the most difficult opponents you can get in European football, they are there. So I think maybe all of them, they want us.
They want you?
I believe so.
Why?
Because Chelsea is maybe the most outsider of all the group, maybe us and Man United, because all the other guys, you have the two finalists of the last season. So the winner and the runner-up. You have the two Spanish giants. You have Atletico, which is obviously a fantastic team over the last couple of years. You have Paris with everything they represent. Maybe they look at the draw and they look at us and maybe Man United, because they are not having a great season. Maybe they look at us as the two clubs that all of them they want.
Is David Moyes right to say United can still win this Champions League?
You have to ask David.
In your opinion, is he right to say that?
My opinion is not important. My opinion was that I really believe and wish them to beat Olympiacos and to be one more club representing England in Europe. They did that as I was expecting, and I'm happy with that.
Jose, you were charged with misconduct by the Football Association this week. You decided how you're going to react to that?
Yes, I decide.
And how is?
I don't accept the charges.
You don't accept the charges. And how will you make your defence?
I have to do it Monday, and I have to do it privately, not with you. I think for you is enough to know that for the obvious reasons, I don't accept the charges.